Just when I thought it was going to be a whole episode with no bullshit, wouldn't you know it? Shit by Sheree. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to pull my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag in all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. This is actually episode 14 of season 8 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And actually, you know what I have to say? We did a whole episode where it was pretty much shit free. Like, it really was. I mean, they're in Jamaica and everything's just kind of going, there's the normal stuff that's going on. Kenya is having her bitch fit and everything like that. They were planning on going to Kingston to actually meet with Peter's family. And so that was interesting. So we got to see Peter's aunt, is his father's sister, and then her husband. And I'm thinking that her husband doesn't speak good English because you didn't hear him saying much of anything. So he probably doesn't speak good English. But it was just nice. It was fun to watch. They went out to eat. We saw Peter basically really reunite with his aunt. He hasn't seen his aunt in 18 years. It was good, and it wasn't boring. It really wasn't. People always fussing. There's always that conversation of if they're not being messy, would it be entertaining? It was actually entertaining. This was an entertaining episode, I thought. For me, I enjoyed it. But everything was kind of going good. The only drama really was Kenya, Matt, and then some shit by Sheree, and I'll tell y'all about that in a minute. But when they came back over, that back to the hotel that night, the guys were all together for a drink. So of course, now Matt is 28 years old. Okay, so there's a large age difference. So you know how old guys do. They question you and all of that. They didn't mean any harm by it. They really did. They were just asking questions about Matt. Matt just really went into this whole thing. Now the thing is too, Matt is getting a very hardcore view of people because it's like this is first time around these people, and it's all this negative stuff that's actually happening with Kenya. So I think he was a little on the defensive about Kenya anyway. So when they were questioning him, he kind of just took it to somewhere that it didn't even need to go. And it was more so, it was with Greg and with Peter. Johnny called them the two ancient brothers. But it was like, it went somewhere where I don't think it really even needed to go. He ended up literally telling Peter, well, we could just take a walk. He inviting Peter to come outside. I'm like, really, Matt? Did you expect Peter's old ass to go outside and rumble around with you in Jamaica? It just didn't make good sense to me. I said, now I can see Peter going outside with you, and then that's not seeing you no motherfucking more. I could see that happening. But you outside rumbling Peter, I don't think so, boo. I don't think so, not at all. Your eyes will really be crossed, honey. You be over there in Jamaica fucking around with Peter. But anyway, as things are going on, Kenya is steadily spitting the tea to Matt. He's her person to talk to. So there's all this stuff going on back and forth, and she's feeling like she's been done wrong by Cynthia, which she really was. But so them two didn't even go to Kingston. The good thing was Nene decided to play peacemaker. When they come back, Nene said, I'm going to go and I'm going to get them. I'm going to go get Kenya, and I'm going to try to get Kenya to come down, and and everybody hash everything out, and let's go ahead and get this fixed. Because Cynthia was crying and everything else on the bus. And Nene eventually did do that. She played peacemaker, and everything was calm and everything was cool. Now, Chris, they were on the bus. Chris was cutting, Chris just cuts up. So we're laughing. He was teasing Phaedra about how everything sounds that come out her mouth is always so sexual. She was talking about eating goats, and he said, yeah, every time you finish saying something, you said at the end, and that just makes it sound sexual. So that damn Phaedra will say, yeah, he's pretty sassy himself. I said, I bet you throw a shade. But whatever. So Chris ends up leaving. He had to go back to go work. Um, they shoot the commercial. Well, they did talk to Kenya. They got all that straightened out and all of that. So the next day they were going to shoot the commercial. Kim didn't come down when they were doing the whole commercial shoot, talking the straightening out of things. Kim didn't come downstairs. So, and while they were down there, that fucking that goddamn Kenya dished all the tea about Chris and how he was called Chrissy and back in the industry, and how she said their relationship is strange. I mean, she really went there. She went there, and they all keyed and cackled, and no, they did. And Cynthia sat back, and Cynthia said, "I'm not getting into this mess with them. I'm not." Nene was just egging the shit on, and Kenya bought the bait. She just ran it. So yeah, they called him Chrissy and talking about, and I don't mean from Three's Company either. And then she went on, just saying that literally in the industry, there's rumors about Chris. So it's like okay, and Sheree was over there laughing too, but not as bad as the rest of them because they were really going there. But still fine. They go the next day, do the photo shoot. It was great fun. It was great fun to watch. All of them was clowning real bad and just cutting up. And Kim did an excellent job. Like just watching her in her element, she did an excellent job. She was the right one to be doing that commercial shoot. She was very professional. She knew exactly what she was doing. Her people were on point. It was good. It was cool to watch her work. We understand why Kim Phil actually still has money. This bitch is good. She really is. So after that, when they get there, first they were reading about like them. They were reading about the paperwork, saying something about the professionalism of the paperwork. Just little bullshit, but nothing major. When they get there, Kenya and Matt get on a paddle boat, like they at Kennywood Park somewhere, and goes out in the water. So they didn't even take place. They didn't even participate in anything with the commercial. So why the fuck are you two there? Then he had a creepy person moment. He's sitting there and he's telling Kenya about the little situation between him and the guys. Kenya scolded him about it. She said, I don't want you to be that dude. I don't want you being all aggressive with them and all of that. I don't want you doing that, So she scolded him. And later on in the episode, he made, he made it right. Men don't go through all that crying shit. He just kind of came over, bought Peter a drink, said peace offering, and they squashed the shit. And that was cool. you know. But while they were out there, like I said, he had this creepy moment. He's sitting up there going to say, "Oh, your teddies look nice." I don't know why, but it just felt a little creepy. And I mean, it's fine for him to think that Kenya's teddies is nice, but it was just so random. And that's probably that 28-year-old, your teddies look nice. You've been fucking her all weekend. What's the problem? Like, I just didn't understand the whole point of saying that, but whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Anyway, it was a little creepy. But, so, Portia's ass, when they get back from the shoot and all that, they get back, that goddamn Portia. Here come Oliver. Oliver then came over there to Jamaica to fuck Portia. Because that's all he there for. He came in, feeling on her, kissing on her, touching on her. So I probably didn't remember her last name, but he was just feeling all on her and carrying on. Oh, the other thing, wait a minute, let me do this before we go forward. Okay, Portia and Phaedra, you two bitches, what really, because Kim told them the day before, we need decent bathing suits, no dental floss, none of that old freaky shit, just Decent bathing suits. That's all. That's all we want. Just decent bathing suits. Portia still had a flesh tone bathing suit and a net dress. Uh, uh, Phaedra got on this skirt, and then I don't even know what that was. It was like this lacy net skirt and a bikini top, and then the skirts pulled way up real high, like mom jeans. I'm like, girl, stop this. Your build ain't where it should be, and you got that motherfucking skirt pulled up trying to cover up that fupa. Girl, it's about then she ain't wearing no drawers. So you're going to go shoot a commercial, and you know at some point camera people and all this will have to be close to you and up underneath you, and you run around there with your goddamn pussy just out under a net drip. Moving on, Phaedra, you're doing the most, but that high waisted pulled up mom jeans girdle fit, nothing sexy about it. Anyway, so they threw a commercial rap party for Kim, and the party was nice. And for a change, when I tell you, everybody looked nice. Everybody, I have no reads on anything that anybody had on. Every last person looked nice. Every couple looked good. Um, Naturally, we could actually see the age difference in the males with the way that Matt was dressed, but he looked nice and neat, and everything like that. But the other guys had like a shirt, a dress shirt, pants, or like a blazer on. He just had like a shirt, like a pullover polo shirt, and pair of like khaki shorts or whatever. So it just he looked very youthful. And not as dressed, because the girls were like dressed, they're like in heels and all of this. But again, that's your 28. So, but anyway, everybody looked nice, even goddamn Kim. Her hair was even combed. So this was actually like Kim's coming out episode. This was the episode for Kim. I don't know what the rest of her episodes. This is the best episode, looks wise, and being interesting for Kim Fields. This has been her best episode for me thus far. And they were having a great time. Absolute great time. And they were, just hamming it up and having drinks and eating and whatever. And then things were just going too nice, I guess. Because then we ended up with some shit by Sheree. That stinking ass Sheree turned around, and they were saying, because they were going on saying, oh, we wish Chris could have been here. We wish Chris could have did it. And I know this had to do a little bit with the splicing of the way it was done, but they were pouring it on very, very thick with the we wish Chris was here. Oh, he's so cool. Oh, he's so funny. Oh, he's just that. Everybody had all these nice things to say about Chris. Y'all were letting Chris's ass have it last night. And Sheree sat there and she listened. And, she could have took that high road and left that shit alone. Not shit by Sheree. She said, Kim, last night there were some things that were said about your husband that were so nice. Well, as soon as she said it, I said, oh, God. As she sure did turn around and said that, people were talking about whether or not he was fruity or gay. Because they had called them Tootie and Fruity. I said, that motherfucking Sheree. And it was just, I was like, why, Sheree? Why? Why did you feel the need to do that? Why? And honestly, this episode didn't have to have mess. It really didn't. It was the proven fact. We could do a whole episode of Atlanta Housewives with no mess. Sheree threw the shit right in the motherfucking game. I was like, God damn you, Sheree. A mess. But then that's actually where it ended. So next week, I think we're going to get to see a little bit more Kim Fields. And I don't think it's going to be nothing too nice. But anyway, that was it. That's where it ended. So that's all I got. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You guys know how that all works. And I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye, guys.